on the Prime Minister's announcement yesterday?
Well, first and foremost, hearts go out to Harjit's family, and our main focus is making sure that the family gets the justice that they deserve. And from yesterday's message, I hope it also sends a very message of confidence and a strong message to all the communities who are potentially impacted by foreign interference, that their government not only takes foreign interference extremely seriously, but this is something we've been on for a very, very long time. Some things you can talk about in public and some things that you can't, but this is something that we will always, as Canadians, protect our sovereignty.
There will be people in your community that will not be surprised by the news. Some of them will be scared. Mr. Najjar was notified by CSIS that he was a target, yet Canada was not able to protect him. What do you have to say to the member of your community right now that are worried?
So first and foremost, to the community, and also as a member of our community, we grew up with a lot of these concerns. It's one of the reasons why when we form a government, we take these not only allegations very, very, very seriously, and making sure that our security agency do the appropriate work in this case. And right now, we're going to stay focused on making sure that the family gets the justice, and also making sure that the appropriate people get the appropriate information so that they can feel safe in our country.
India is also saying that there are officials, elected officials in Canada, that are promoting a separatist state of Khalistan. Are you one of them?
You know what, sadly, I have answered this question for a very long time. I've served my country in the military. I've been a police officer. And you can just imagine the scrutiny that you end up going through. And then I think you guys can do your own math on this when accusations are made, and then looking at what other nations may potentially do in trying to ruin somebody's reputation just for the sake of trying to create a certain narrative. And this is something that all Canadians need to be mindful of, and something that our community and some other communities have been very mindful of for a very long time. And for us, I've been very clear on not only who I am as a person, at the same time, also been very clear what my intentions and our government's intentions of what we do around the country. I have never supported, always making sure that my focus has always been serving Canadians. And hopefully this will send a very strong message to all others who are falsely accused constantly by this, and making sure that others don't also promote these things.
India's been making those accusations.
Well, India's been making those accusations for a very long time, and if you go back from the time that I got elected, even before when I used to serve in the military.
But what does it tell us about their accusation in general?
I think you could draw your own conclusions to this, and more importantly, not just this is not just about the Indian community or Sikh community, this is about all the communities, making sure that in our country, we have Canadians from all over the world. I have been privileged every single time when I was in the international portfolio, when I went to go to somebody else's country. And I said, you know what, sir, or ma'am, we have your citizens, a piece of your country in Canada. Because we have Canadians from all over. And because of this, we have our democracy and the right to peacefully express our views, regardless of this. And the key word being peaceful. And we will protect that.
Do you feel secure? Do you feel secure yourself in light of what happened? Do you feel secure?
One of the things is I would say that I have trust in our agencies, but I want to make sure that, rather than about me, I want to make sure that Canadians feel secure. And my strong message to them is that all our agencies are doing their utmost, not just in the short term. We've been focused on this for a very long time, to making sure that not only our security agency has the appropriate resources, but also make sure that they have the appropriate information. A lot of this work, and I used to be a police officer, something you can't share. We have to protect the integrity of the investigation right now. And also our intelligence work as well. We have to protect our sources and making sure that they work appropriately. But one thing that Canadians can be very proud of, and I am, is that we have the right people, the right agency, the right tools to be able to do this work. It is very sensitive work, but this is just another example how we as Canadians will come together to making sure that people are protected.
The future of our relations with India, the future of our relation with India, where does it go from now on?
Right now we're focused on hopeful that the Indian government cooperates with the investigation. When it comes to all the other relationships that we have, we look forward to continuing as normal. When it comes to first and foremost right now right now is we want to make sure that we protect the integrity of the investigation, and that the Hardeep's family get the justice that